Yeah. Check the mic, 1, 2. Cook a mellow on the frequency. From the indies to the big stage. Every territory, every promotion. Locked in. WrestleCast radio. Yeah. Ryan Cook and Alex Mello, guardians of the ring, analyzing every lariat and every high fly wing. We're global with the coverage, checking every single feed, giving every wrestler fanatic exactly what they need. From the neon lights of Tokyo to arenas in the States, we're debating all the legends and the upcoming greats, dropping knowledge on the history, the work rate, and the draw. When the bell rings loud, we're the ones who see it all. It's WrestleCast radio, coming through your speakers loud, feeding the energy of every single wrestling crowd. From the Tokyo Dome to Garden, we bring the heat, cooking mellow on the track, making the cipher complete. Yeah, we talk the game, we live the fight. WrestleCast radio, rocking through the night. Yeah. We're diving deep into the Dragongate, the speed and the soul. Then we're shifting over to Nova, where the heavy hitters roll. New Japan Pro Wrestling, where the Lions find their pride. All Japan's triple crown, yeah, we're taking you inside. But let's get to the talk, it's burning up the wire. Miyahara and AJPW, he's preaching to the choir. Kento is a king, but the castle's getting small. It's time to leave all Japan, time to give the world a call. Imagine the dream matches, the stages he could grace, instead of staying stuck in the same familiar place. It's WrestleCast radio, coming through your speakers loud, feeding the energy of every single wrestling crowd. From the Tokyo Dome to Garden, we bring the heat, cooking mellow on the track, making the cipher complete. Yeah, we talk the game, we live the fight. WrestleCast radio, rocking through the night. Yeah. Don't forget the Stardom Queens, the glory and the grit, every Joshi masterpiece. We're breaking down the hit, then we pivot to the west, where the landscape's changing fast. AEW's revolution, built to thrive and built to last. WWE, the spectacle, the stories and the fame. We cover every angle of the sports entertainment game. No buyers in the booth, just a passion for the craft. From the main event spotlight to the bottom of the draft. If you love the square circle, then you're in the right spot, with the hosts who keep it moving while the iron is hot. From the strong style strikes to the entertainment flair, if there's a ring in the canvas, you know that we're there. Cook's got the stats, Mello's got the vision, making every single take with surgical precision. No robbers, WrestleCast radio, coming through your speakers loud, feeding the energy of every single wrestling crowd. From the Tokyo Dome to Garden, we bring the heat, cooking Mello on the track, making the cipher complete. Yeah, we talk the game, we live the fight. WrestleCast radio, rocking through the night. Dragongate, Noah in the New Japan way. Stardom and the dub, yeah, we do it every day. Kento, it's time to fly, leave that crown behind. WrestleCast radio, one of a kind, cooking mellow, we're out. Cooking mellow, we're out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome as we come with the second, now to be called the AfterCast, kind of like we used to do with Sportscast, when we would have the overtime overrun, if you will. And I had no idea what to title this. It's another quick solo hitter edition, and I just wanted to get something out here to you this week. And I didn't know what to call it, so we're just going to call this AfterCast number 2. So we changed the 255.51 to AfterCast number 1. So fairly corny, but I just thought it was worth jumping on real quick with everybody. There is a ton of wrestling to watch this weekend, a ton of it. Some stuff maybe not as prominent for others per se. If you're a mainstream type of fan, there's a couple things for you. But if you're kind of in the weeds with it and you watch a lot of everything, strap in, because there's a lot of stuff that's coming up here over the next few days here. I want to right now, Tokyo Joshi Pro Summer Sun Princess 26 kicked off about 20 minutes ago. I'm going to get started on that soon. This is at Korakuen Hall. Yuki Arai is the Princess of Princess champion. She's taking on Miyu Yamashita in the main event. They wrestled 3 times since 2021, and Yamashita has won every single time. She's going for her 5th run as champion, which would break her own record. But Yuki Arai, Miyu Yamashita for the title. Miyu Watanabe and Rika Tatsumi taking on Shoko Nakajima and Hyper Misao for the Tokyo Joshi Pro Princesses Tag Team Championships. Watanabe and Tatsumi, the champions. Suzumi and Wakana Uehara for the International Princess Championship. Chris Brooks stepping in for Willow Nightingale, who couldn't make, or whose flight didn't make it. There was travel issues. Mizuki will be taking on Chris Brooks instead of Willow. Chris Brooks is really good, and he does a really good job when he's in intergender matches. And Mizuki is a tremendous worker. So I was excited to see how she would work against Willow, if that could have been like maybe a backdoor way into getting her into AEW, even though obviously she's on that cyber fight side that Noah is on, but that's another topic for another day. Also on that show, Yumi Kamafuku, Kumadori, and Sakura Hattori are taking on Sanshiro Takagi, Yumihito Imanari, and Mahiro Kiru. Aja Kong taking on Arisa Endo. Yuki Aino and Haru Kazushiro taking on Mirai and Toga. Shin Sakura Hiroda, Himawari, and Mifu Ashida against Raku, Pom Harajuku, and Chika Nanase. And Utsa Takami and Ren Konatsuko against Shion Kanzaki and Momosato. Good, nice lineup. It's got all the titles on the line. Should be a fun show. Kind of bleeds into the Princess of Princess tournament. I believe it's starting soon here, isn't it? Princess Cup, July 20th starts. So, kicking off with that. Also tonight, kicking off at 1 a.m. is the Stardom 5-Star Grand Prix 2026. This is a loaded show. Main event is probably going to be all of the block matches. But before we get into the block matches, Azumi taking on Fuwachan, which is a fun little one-on-one match. Surprisingly enough, too, they're doing a one-on-one like that with the tournament going on. Sayuri defends the IWGP Women's Championship against Natsupoi. We get an 8-woman tag: Suzu Suzuki, Hanan, Sayori No, and Maika taking on Sai Kamatani, Toru Natsuko, Konami, and Rina. A little hate action there. Then we get Tekla, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue coming over from AEW as they take on Ame Sohari, Hina, and Lady C for the Artists of Stardom Championship, their trios titles. And then A block action: Sayaka Kurara and Akira Kurogane, Tomoka Inaba and Itsushi Aoki, Aya Sakura and Hanako, and Miyu Amasaki against Raka. And then blue block. And then we have also, oh my gosh, I read those backwards. And then in the 2B blocks, the red and the blue, I that's where I goofed it. Red Stars B block, Saya Ida and Azusa Inaba, and then Mei Sierra, Rina Yamashita. And then the Blue Stars B blocks are Yuna Mizumori and Momo Watanabe against Koguma and Kikyo Furusawa. Stardom is if you haven't seen the Grand Prix, it's a whole lot of it, but it's tremendous when you really get down into it. It's 8 blocks, or it's 4 blocks, 8 people in each block is how it runs. And then they take it into like, it's similar to the G1. But then they run even more of a mini tournament. So there's the Red Stars and there's the Blue Stars. Those are the 16. So the A block, A of the Red Stars, Sayaka Kurara, Tomoka Inaba, Azumi, Itsuki Aoki, Maika, Natsuko Tora, Rina, and Akira Goragani. 3 from each block also make it. Red Stars B block is Saya Ida, Lady C, Mei Sierra, Rina Yamashita, Maki Ito, Konami, Azusa Inaba, and Utami Aya Shishida. The Blue Stars A block is Aya Sakura, Hina, Miyu Amasaki, Suzu Suzuki, Hanako, Rian, Ruaka, and Julia Hart, who's taking part in it. And then in the Blue Stars B block, we have Hanan, Yuna Mizumori, Ame Sori, Starlight Kid, Koguma, Momo Watanabe, Saya Kamatani, and Kikyo Furusawa. Tournament starts, like I said, today. It goes until August 16th is the last night. So a month-long tournament. And the way it runs Tournament-wise, is you get your A and B blocks on the red side. They'll separate the two. So your A block, Red Stars A and Red Stars B will both get buys to the final round of 8. And then your Red Stars A third place takes on the second place from the B, and then second place from A takes on third from the B. The winner of that second place A, third place B gets the B block winner, and then the A block winner gets the other one, and then same. The Blue Stars first place and the A takes on third place A or second place B, and then first place in the B on the blue takes on third place B and second place A for the blue. And then on the 23rd, we get the final 4 and the finals. So the semis and the finals. With the week before that, the quarterfinals. So Stardom coming in with that tomorrow morning, however you want to look at it. Then at 3 a.m., so 6 hours from now, we get night 2 of the G1 Climax. For those of you who didn't see night 1, it was in Chicago. I'll just run through it real fast off the top of my head here. We won't really talk about it, but your opener had Aaron Wolf getting 2 points, defeating Hinare. Second match had Jake Lee beating Shingo. Third match had Oscar beating Ren Narita. Fourth match had Yuto Ice beating Great Okan. Fifth match had Zack Sabre Jr. beating Shota Umino. Sixth match was Hiroki Goto defeating Sonata. Seventh was Callum Newman defeating Yuya Uemura. Eighth match was Ryohei Oiwa defeating Bolton Oleg. And then Yota Tsuji defeated Konosuke Takeshita in the main event. I believe that was the order. I'm going off of memory. Top down, great show. I know people who have watched it on New Japan World have said it wasn't that great of a show. And I watched a little bit so on the replay. I replayed it, and it did not look very good on TV. The quality wasn't there. The sound wasn't very good. But I can tell you, in the building, that crowd would have popped for anything. It was such a great show live. So another one of those unfortunate things where it didn't come off as good on TV. But nonetheless, speaking of Shota Umino, he will be forfeiting all of his other 8 matches that he has. So Aaron Wolf will not be working night 3, as that was his opponent. Callum Newman, Ren Narita, with Zane J and Dick Togo as their partners on this show tonight. Masatori Yasuda and Yuya Uemura against Hartley Jackson, Zack Sabre Jr. Then the lone B block match that we didn't get in Chicago because of visa issues for him, but Gabe Kidd takes on Drilla Maloney. And then for the A block, we get Great Okan and Sonata, Konosuke Takeshita, Jake Lee, Bolton Oleg, Yuto Ice, Shingo Takagi, Ryohei Oiwa, and Hiroki Goto, Yota Tsuji. So that is all of that we get tonight here. Also, coming up in a few hours here, Noah, the Summer Epic 2026, coming in from Osaka. Osaka Hall 5. Dark matches on the show. We have Atsuki Kotoge and Muhammad Yone, High 69 and Hajime Ohara, taking on Katsumi Inahara, Yuto Koyanagi, Hiroto Tsuruya, and Aoi Takahashi. So a bunch of young boys. We're really excited for that. Then we have Tetsuya Endo and Hayata from the White Raven squad taking on Raisei and Black Mensore. Alex's favorite, who's not with us right now. Our opener tonight, Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match. Sign me up for this. Dragon Bane and Alejandro defending against arguably the tag team of the year, Jackie Funky Kame and Rita from Dragongate. Then we have the Smack the Beast singles match between Yoshiki Inamura and Ironhead Kazuyuki Fujita. And then a third match is a N1 entrant termination ladder match. Competitors are Tadasuke, Alpha Wolf, Jun Masaoka, Daiki Odashima, Amakusa, Kid Lycos 1 and 2. Fourth match, we have a GHC Heavyweight Championship Next Challenger Determination match between Tetsuya Naito and Kaito Kiyomiya. Oh, come on, Kiyomiya. Fifth match, Eita making his second GHC Junior Heavyweight title defense, taking on Bushi. Should be a fun one. GHC Tag Team titles, Manabu Soya and Yuki Ino, the Passion Rattels, taking on Masaki Tamiya and Takashi Sugera. This is their first title defense. Semi-final match, Naomichi Marufuji making his third national title defense against Ken O. And then in the main event, Shane Haste is the 50th GHC Heavyweight Champion, making his third defense against Ozawa. So we could have some rights wrong as we start getting into N1 season here at the end of August, September. We'll find out. Shane Haste slapjack himself taking on Ozawa for the title. So some good stuff there on that. Then we move into Sunday Saturday night going into Sunday. Saturday, I'll say it just because we gotta say it. Saturday's main event, Madison Square Garden. Roman Reigns hosts a talk show with Jalen Brunson. JD McDonough takes on the Danhausen. Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. Brie Bella and Paige defend the tag titles against Fallon Henley and Laney Reed. And CM Punk and Cody Rhodes versus Gunther and Sami Zayn. Gunther and Sami Zayn win. They are added to SummerSlam to make it a four-way. Fantastic. All right, now that that's done. At midnight, then, tomorrow going into Sunday, we have night 3 of the G1 Climax. Hiroki Goto and Tetsuya Matsumoto taking on Zayn, Jay, and Jake Lee. Hartley Jackson and Ryohei Oiwa against Jacob Austin Young and Great Okan. Toru Yano and Konosuke Takeshita against Gato and Yuto Ice. Daiki Nagai and Yota Tsuji taking on Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Sonata. And finally, Masatori Yasuda and Bolton Oleg taking on Taiji Shimori and Shingo Takagi. And then the 4 B block match is obviously Aaron Wolf isn't on the card because of the Shota Umino injury. So that Aaron Wolf 4 points after his second match. He's undefeated 2-0. Drilla Maloney, Hanare, Oscar Gabe Kidd, Callum Newman, Ren Narita, and Yuya Uemura versus Zack Sabre Jr. Hour later, we get night 2 of the Stardom Grand Prix. This is where I'm glad I have 3 monitors. Because there's a ton of shit on here. Some good stuff on here. Natsupoi and Saori Ano taking on Emma Maishima and Matoi Hamabe. And then in the blocks, Red Stars A block, we get Sayaka Kurara and Rina, and Tomoka Inaba versus Toru Natsuko. Red Stars B block, we get Mei Sierra, Maki Ito, and Rina Yamashita against Utami Hayashishita. That should be awesome. Blue Stars A block, good one with Hina and Suzuki, and then Rion and Ruaka. And then in the Blue Stars B block, we get Ame Sore and Koguma and Hanan versus Kikyo Furusawa. GCW has a couple shows this weekend, Dallas and Oklahoma. CMML tonight. El Sky Team in the main event is facing Averno, Euphoria, and Mephisto. And then Akira Kwan is going to take on Templario for the MLW World Middleweight Championship. So those are some fun ones going on there. Also, tomorrow night, I think it's like a 9:30 p.m. Central Time start. I could be wrong, but the Sendai Girls 20th anniversary at Korakuen. Nice little 8-match show here. Miku Kanai and Yura Suzuki taking on Saira and Reina Takano. Second match has Shin Hirota Katsushika Sakura versus Hiroyo Matsumoto. Super Rookie Senka Akatsuki taking on Manami. Sapphire Reed, Anita Vaughn, and Aja Kong against Stephanie Mays, Eureka Oka, and Mio Momono. One of the top teams that they do have going over there with Oka and Momono. Zones and Chi-Chi taking on Awakening, Mika Iwata, and Yuki Takase. Sendai Girls Junior Championship match. Yuna getting a shot at Spike Nishimura, who will be defending the title. Semi-final match, hardcore match. This should be fun. Veni and Kuroshio Tokyo, Japan, the former Ikemen, taking on Ryu Mizunami and El Desperado. And then in the main event, Chihiro Hashimoto defending the Sendai Girls World Championship against Shuri. Oh, sign me up faster than you could ask me to leave for that one. Chihiro Hashimoto's been on a flippin' tear this year. And I mean, it's Shuri. So, and then that also leads us to Monday. I think this is more like 1 or 2 a.m. It's going to start. So, a little bit later from the Sendai Girls. But we have Dragongate Kobe World 2026. Dragongate's been a little flat lately, but I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 matches on it, counting the pre-show. Pre-show gives us Mondai Ryu, Sachiko Boy, and Takashi against Ho-Ho Loon, Punch Tominaga, and Tristan Moody. Opening match gets Aki and Ryu Fuda taking on Kazuma Kimura and Mochizuki Jr. Masakatsu Funaki taking on Jiro Shinbashi on the Shinbashi subway station. He's taking on Masakatsu Funaki, who's repping the Akihabara subway station, I believe is from my recollection from the last match. Then we have open the Triangle Gate title match, vacant titles here. Natural Vibes, Gucci, Strong Machine J and UT taking on Love and Pieces Hyo, Jackie Kame, and Rita. And then we have a 3-way 9-man tag team, Dragon Bane, Flamita, and Luis Monte, taking on Jason Lee, Kai, and Alpha Wolf against El Cielo, Gianni Valletta, and Shun Skywalker. And kind of his send-off there. Surprising to see Alpha Wolf across from his brother Dragonbane, and he's tagging with Gacha Dokuro, so that's kind of interesting. And then the Saipatra kind of send-off. 12-man tag, we have Don Fuji, Genki Orguchi, Kenichi Arai, Masaki Mochizuki, Ultimo Dragon, and Yasushi Kanda, taking on Paradox, BB Hulk, Dragon Kid, Kagatora, Naruki Doi, Susumu Yokosuka, and Yamato. And then open the Twin Gate title. This could be a banger. Gacha Dokuro's Ishin and Yoshiki Kato defending against the now reformed Kota Minoura and Yuki Yoshioka. Semi-main event, open the Brave Gate title. Ryoya Tanaka going for V12 to break Pac's record of 11 defenses. Takes on Homare, who they have legit built into a contender. This was a cakewalk type match. Now there's a lot of people thinking that Homare's got a shot to block the record a la Cedric Alexander, Leon Slater earlier this year in TNA with the X Division titles. So see how that goes. And then in what I'm hoping is the Rolex, the watch gift type presentation, the Hiroki Goto run, if you will. Madoka Kikuta defending the Open the Dreamgate title against KZ. So we'll see how that goes. Kikuta's been champ since last August, 335 days. I mean, I think there's a very good shot that Kikuta wins and it transitions on to, I don't know. I mean, to me, Ryoya Tanaka is the most logical person, but you got to take that Brave Gate off of him. Do you take it off of him and stop him from getting the record and then have him beat Kikuta at like an August or September Korakuen? I don't know. I really don't know how you do this. Or do you just, is it KZ time? That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's KZ time. Yeah, I mean, just once again, just a laundry list of good Puro this weekend. And on top of it, I mean, like I said, there's a little WWE for you too if you're interested in it. I'm just pulling up the Pelota schedule and making sure there's nothing else that got missed. 01's running strong with the Fire Festival still. Marigold's got a show. Nothing really too much that I noticed off of it. Big Japan has a show as well tomorrow night. Just Tap Out's running a show as well. Yeah, but nothing too crazy looking. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything on that Metagold show. When I pull that, yeah, it's not even gonna like stream. They're not even putting it over. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, we got Tokyo Joshi Pro that I'm gonna kick on right now. We got Sendai Girls. We got Noah. We got 2 Stardom Grand Prix nights, 1 and 2. We got nights 2 and 3 of the G1, and we got Kobe World. So a lot of fun, a lot of good Puro. We'll be coming to you potentially this weekend with another draft. As we're gonna get those going, almost into episode 30 of the drafts. But we're gonna have some fun with that, and you'll catch myself and Alex hopefully back next week together in full effect. Otherwise, you'll catch me. I'll probably come back at you Tuesday with just kind of results and going over some of those shows over the weekend that I check out, depending on how the week goes. But appreciate you all just stopping in and checking out with me on this really quick hitter of the AfterCast, as we bid you adieu, like Kenny would say. Have a good one, y'all.